To be successful in statics, or for that matter, any engineering course, I've broken it up into 7 areas. The first one is to prepare for the first day of class. What that means is that you must, prior to the class, gather all the supplies you might need, such as your textbook, a graphing calculator, straight edge, engineering graph paper, and whatever else the syllabus indicates. And also, for that matter, you need to review the syllabus. You need to review the schedule for the course. You must familiarize yourself with D2L. After you've done this, you can write down some questions prior to coming to class so that you can make sure you get your answers. The second part is to prepare for the actual class. This means you actually have to read the text, not read it word for word, but skim through it. While skimming through it, it is important to take notes. Write down key equations, key points, strategies, and also indicate any questions you might have. There are videos available that you need to watch as well. There are example problems you can work. Third step is to utilize the class time. This means to be active. And to be active means to take notes. And taking notes on the steps required for certain problems. Also to work the problems as your professor works the problems. And most importantly, to ask questions. The fourth step is homework. This is a very important aspect of honing your skills and understanding the concepts that you just heard in class. And this means to attempt the homeworks after you have gone through the class and have read the text and watched the videos. So attempt it. Make a good faith effort in solving the problems. And more importantly, work the problems in an organized and neat manner. This will help tremendously with your understanding of the problem when you look back at it. When you have completed the problem to the best of your abilities, submit the problems to the Dropbox. When this happens, the solution will then appear, and look at the solution, compare it to your work, and make any necessary revisions and corrections. And if you still have questions, utilize other students as a resource and ask them, and then also ask your professor. The fifth step is to study and prepare for the test. And the reality is at this point, most of that has already taken place. You've already done the hard work and heavy lifting. So most of it is just reviewing the material, working some of the problems that were a little more difficult, reviewing steps and strategies necessary to complete the work, and to gather your supplies necessary for the test, such as your calculator, any pens and paper and straight edges, whatever you need for your test. The sixth part is the actual test day. When you actually take a test, it's a good idea to, when you get the test, is to prepare your space immediately around you. Put any resource materials out separate from the test, any scrap paper that's allowed, your straight edge, your pens, your calculator, make sure it's up and running. And then review the test. Look over the test. Skim over the entire test. Familiarize yourself with it. Look over the problems and attempt the first problems that are the easiest. And then work the problems that are harder. And then take time to review your work. And work the problems neatly. And then submit it on time. Keeping appraised of your time. The last step is probably the most important. Use all resources available to you. This includes attending class on a regular basis. The higher number of classes you attend, the higher chance you'll get a better grade. Do the homeworks. That's very important. You're going to do a lot of work outside the classroom. Read the text. Use the text. This text is an interactive test and has lots of example problems you can do over and over again with different values. Watch the videos. When watching the videos, pause the videos so that you can do the work and then unpause it and see how the solution was made. Use your peers. Ask questions. Form study groups. And most importantly also, and overlooked a lot of times, ask your professor questions. Come see them during office hours. Ask them during class time, but utilize all your resources.